Still Chillin' is an independent podcast where lifelong friends and guests sample the best tequilas and more.
Grab your favorite drink, listen and chill with us
Go to stillchillin.com
to see how you can help. All right. Sounds good.
And the only thing I need to do is start my backup recording really quick, just in case. Don't want to do all this work and then it doesn't record. That would be lame. You got a squeaky chair, though. Watch out with that.
Yeah, I know it's
squeaky.
super squeaky.
Hold on.
All right, we're good.
Yes.
Man.
Recording. Does it ever get easier starting?
Nah, not on a Monday. We chose the Mondays.
Yeah.
So Mondays come with surprises.
Yeah, I mean, the pros outweigh the cons. That's kind of why it's on recording on Mondays for now. Just thought that it's the day of the week that's kind of the calmest before the storm, you know? That's
Yeah,
how it goes for
definitely.
me, you know?
No, definitely. Monday's it's a good day to start. It starts the week right. I mean, everybody complains about the Mondays, but there's nothing wrong with having some tequila to celebrate a strong week.
Yeah, new week. So, you know, we're halfway to double digits. Listen to our last one. It's coming along.
We've come a long way. We started with nothing but additive-free tequila, so none of that celebrity-branded stuff yet. We might get there. I mean, we might give them a fair shot. And I think, you know what? I guess it's kind of like a guided tour for you because
It's definitely a guided tour for me. Like, I'm not really a seasoned drinker, so I'm kind of, maybe I'm, you know, the audience's experience. They could use me to kind of figure out what their experience might be like, or just join us, you know. That's probably the best way. I mean, I guess that's also why we're starting with quality ones, because you can actually like tell the differences or what makes them good, or you're not just rushing through the stuff. So
no.
it's like I said, like when I
Tasting
give
it.
somebody tequila and they have a shot of it, I'm like, man, you should have come on, slow down, taste it, you know.
Yeah. You got to give them a sniffer cup so they are kind of thrown off by it. And we're just shot glasses.
Talking about sniffer cups before we get into the tequila.
Okay.
All right, I have a question. Do you have a
Sure.
sniffer cup right now?
I do.
Do you have any idea? Okay, so what I have might work.
Let me see.
There's no way a big ice cube fits in that, right?
No,
Not the big 2
not-
inch ones. Perfect.
No.
So
There's no way.
check out what I got.
Oh, man.
Hold on, I got to get it sharp. It's not getting sharp. Oh, it's all blurry. Maybe back
Oh,
here, dude. It's
That's
like,
It's a nice little logo there, still chilling.
but yeah, I'm gonna send you one of these. It's like
It must be the copyright.
yeah, it's super blurry.
There
You know
it
what? I'm gonna send you a picture just so you can get a clear look at it. I think we're gonna add these to the shop,
Oh, definitely. That'll work.
and it's kind of embossed. It pops out a little bit. I'm really happy with it.
Oh, it looks really nice.
And the quality is good. The glass is good. It's thick. It's not flimsy. So anyway, I think this will classify as a sniffer. I mean, you know, it's got a heavy bottom and a narrow top.
I think that's key. The wide bottom and narrow top. It kind of allows for the smell to kind of travel from the bottom to the top, right? And it almost like it siphons it upwards into a smaller opening. I think that's it.
Cool. So I got my sniffer. All this is to tell everybody I finally got a sniffer, and it's a custom Still Chillin' podcast sniffer.
And more importantly, they can have one too, right? I think that's the plan.
Pretty soon, probably by this weekend, I'll start with this one, and I got to add the one where the ice fits, because I can't use this one with my ice, but I'll have two.
Yeah. Huh? Run, don't walk.
More cool stuff coming soon, but
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's coming along. I think, you know, this is a nice kind of segue into just more of an umbrella of what we want to do with the brand, the show, our friends, the audience, right? Kind of introduce them into this experience.
well, one thing I also realized earlier today, I was on TikTok, and this random user had some cool tequila pics, and I noticed so he had a lot of tequila pics. User didn't have a lot of followers. He's some guy who likes tequila, right? I wonder how many like people there are out there who like tequila, but their friends don't. So this show might be like a way for people to join us.
There's definitely a community of tequila lovers, and I think that's growing. I think that aside from all the celebrity endorsed tequila, I think they see the writing on the wall where it's a great spirit. I mean, there's so much flavor, so much history, and you could do so much with it, right? Least of which is taking shots. But I'm
Yeah.
excited. I think the community's there. I think the demand is there, pent up, and I think we can gather the masses and say, "Hey, check this tequila out. Let's have fun and let's still chill."
There's plenty of tequilas that people can recommend to us because,
We started only with the blancos. There's
yeah.
2 other aging segments.
Dude, even in the blancos, there's some division as far as the strengths. You started
Yeah,
noticing, right? The
yeah,
Blanco Fuertes. We got to
yeah,
try those too. So those are like above 40%.
yeah. Then there's the still strength. Man, there's so much. I mean, there's so much, so much. So I think we'll try to do our best to gather all the good ones and start kind of like a pathway, a almost like a gateway, right? Because it can be intimidating and a little daunting if you haven't really been introduced to good tequila. Walk into any liquor store, you walk into Total Wine, and it's like, wow, there's a whole row of tequilas.
Exactly. And actually, that's where this comes in handy because sometimes you walk in, you see a whole row, and you're like, oh, I don't know what any of these are. Let me just go with this one I saw in a magazine or one I saw like somebody, sponsoring. If you learn a little bit, you can you can get those too, and then maybe compare them to others and find out.
I think we're ready to let them know what we're having, right? Why don't you tell them what we're having and talk a little bit about the bottle? Because it was your choice.
It was my choice. G4. That's what it's called. Tequila G4, G4. 4 family generations distilling tequila since 1937.
Wow, this goes way back.
One thing I was wondering is in Mexico, is this labeled in Spanish?
It might be,
Right?
yeah.
Whole
Can't
label's in
see it
English
now.
here. The back is in English, and it's got the distiller Felipe Camarena.
Yo no maté a Camarena. Well, there's something interesting there too. Look at that. 45%. This is gonna be the strongest one.
No, don't tell me you got different bottles. You're lying to me, man.
I'm not. What do
I
you
have a
have?
G4 Blanco Premium.
Yeah, G4 Blanco Premium.
How,
Right? Look at
oh, dude, what the heck do you got? Oh, this is a first on the show.
what? Isn't that the same one?
No, man, you got a.
G4 Blanco.
I got a blue label. Hold
What?
on, is your
Really?
label in English or Spanish?
It's in English.
Oh man. Well, this is gonna be interesting, dude. Look up G4. It should look like this.
Wait a minute.
Is that a different year? What the heck you got?
Oh,
Let's call audible.
Audible it?
Yeah, man. Have to do this. I
Okay.
think we have to do this. Do you have Cascahuin on deck?
I do have it.
We might have to switch to that one, man. Because I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah.
make much sense if you're drinking a different version of it.
What? All right. This is odd.
Dude, do you have like a still strength or just there's a different edition there.
All right, let me take a look. This is what happens when you're live, people.
45. No way is
Yeah.
that the standard. That's not the standard, I guarantee you. This is funny. There's a good thing we have that extra one on deck.
So I just jumped on Google
Look up
and
G4 Blanco
I
Tequila.
yeah, I don't see my bottle on there.
Exactly. You got some kind of limited edition or something.
Wow.
45% proof, man. That's going to be good. We got to save that. Now I got to find that one. That's a nice bottle. So listen, we were just talking about how there's blancos, añejos, reposados. There's even different blancos.
Yeah. Wow.
So this guy accidentally picked up the higher
You
proof
see that?
blanco. Go to the other way. I'm seeing the ml. 90 proof. Oh man.
45%.
All right, that's our first. Only 5 episodes in, and we thought we got the same tequila. Carlos got a special edition. We'll have to continue on this one. Luckily, we didn't talk too much about it. We just read the label. So, do you get your Cascahuin?
Yeah, let me grab it.
Let me go grab it too. That's nuts.
All right, let me grab it.
Let's keep recording. I'll be right back. do this. We're back with...
Hello.
Hey, so we're back with some, I for a minute I thought we could just like each drink a different, but nah.
No, it's too different.
It's
too
way
too big of a different.
Yeah.
That's fine. So interesting story about this Cascahuin. I told you I was having trouble finding it. I had a friend who has it, and he said, "Here, I'm going to give you some to use." So yeah.
Nice. This one is finally easier to find here than it probably is in LA. I can get all these reposado. I haven't seen any. I haven't. You know what? I think I saw all three of them.
Yeah.
So depending on how today goes, actually, what you just said, you couldn't find it. So what I'm starting to do is when I go to the store and there's something that I know we're going to drink eventually, I'm just buying it and stocking it because you never know. And sometimes they just are around for a limited time, like a certain tequila that I was able to pick up. It's gone now. I can't even get it. So, all right. So today, this episode, Cascahuin.
It's I've been pulling audibles all weekend, so it's all good. I was supposed to be at your brother Richard's son's first birthday party yesterday, but I got stuck doing some work at some rentals. That it's just all weekend,
never
all
ending.
week actually. Yeah, but I think we're glued. So I'm used to the audible by now.
I only feel bad because Cascahuin's going to get a little shortchanged. That means when we drink it in the head-to-head later, probably look into it a little bit. So this is going to be just a blind, I don't know anything about this one. I just heard it was good.
Yeah.
So going to have to give it a shot. It'll be pretty much a taste test. Can't give you much more history about it than other than what we read on the label because obviously didn't prepare for this one. The show must go on. I think we should just go ahead and get started.
Let's get started. Let's jump right in.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Bottle's cool. Kind of actually, you know what? It reminds me of a big perfume bottle or something.
Yeah.
As far as these corners, like an octagon. Nice label.
Why don't you read what it says on it too, just to give it at least that, because I feel it's a little.
Let's not shortchange them too much. All right. So what I see, oh my goodness, 1904 established.
Wow. That's the oldest.
It's the oldest one we've sampled as far as established date. 1904. That's over. It's almost 120 years old. That's crazy. The label. I like the feel of the label. Actually, it feels like freaking. Like you don't want to wet this. Tequila, Mexico, El Arenal, Jalisco. Where's El Arenal?
That's a good question. El Arenal.
Cascahuin Blanco is produced in a slow cooking process with brick ovens using only agave tequila Weber from the Zona Valles.
So check this out. This is pretty cool. El Arenal is known as a gateway to the so-called blue agave region. So it's the gateway to all the agaves.
Let me find out where it is on a map in relationship to
Arandas?
Yes, I think so, man. Arandas is starting to become like the mecca of tequila, and I didn't, I know it was good when I was in that area, but I don't know. Okay, El Arenal is... Oh, no, this is a bit away from... Dang, that's really the gateway, huh? That's way up by... It's close to Tequila, Mexico. Didn't you guys go there?
We were just there not too long ago. In fact, I'll be back in Guadalajara in 3 weeks.
Oh.
Or back in Jalisco.
All right, so it's not near Arandas. Finally. Jeez. Get one that's not like near Arandas.
Yeah. What percentage is yours?
Okay, it's got to be 40, right? Mine says 40. You got 40?
Yeah.
Hey, confirm. Let me see your bottle because I don't want this mistake to happen again.
Well, no, remember I told you I had to get they gave it to me in a little mason jar. So it is 40. That's what I want to make sure.
Understood.
No, it's in the U.S., minimum U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And one more thing I see on this bottle says Cascahuin is a pre-Hispanic word that means hill of light. A landmark in the town of El Arenal, Jalisco. So it's like a hill of light, like when the sun goes over the cerro, probably.
Yeah.
Pre-Hispanic word. Cascahuin.
Yeah. So I do want to mention that I want everybody to know that the good thing about us still chilling, we have friends who have like I said, I had a hard time finding this when I had a buddy say, "I have it. Just bring over a mason jar. I'll fill it up for you so you can do your show." I'm enjoying it, and I think that's part of the Still Chillin' kind of family where, everybody knows what we're trying to do, and we go out of our way for the listeners, right?
Yeah, I mean, talk about going out of the way. That's also part of the story. It's like, how'd you get your bottle? Where'd you find it? Right? You had to get a mason jar from a friend. That's crazy. And like I said, this is another reason why if you're just shopping around for anything and you happen to see something, just get it. I mean, we're bound to get to it. So.
All right.
But let's go ahead and pop this open. 1904 is that's the big standout thing about this bottle. So
definitely.
All right, just unscrewed it. The top is way different than the other tops. It's not a cork top. Siete Leguas has this top, I think.
Yeah, screw on. And this one is, I know we talked about the other one was in English, but this bottle is in Spanish.
No, dude, the sides, I guess, where they're explaining it. But the front is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably good because got to know what Cascahuin means. Now I know it's a hill of light. That's what it means. Pretty Hispanic. Cool. All right. I got the smell going on.
I think the audience enjoyed the sound of you sniffing last time.
Oh, no. And I have allergies sometimes, so I really got to prepare for this show, But
oh, man.
I'll mute it.
The things we do in the shadows.
Again, just finding this stuff can be a challenge. So, being on the same page, we both have the bottles. That's not as easy as it sounds, people. Especially if you're not in the same town, the same state. That's definitely going to be a story of this show.
Yes, sir. Right away, I'm getting a lot of agave smell on this one.
Obviously, I smell alcohol, but not that strong.
No.
Well, I'm going to pour some into my cup and see, because this bottle is actually not that easy to smell out of for some reason.
It's odd, right? Since you compared it to a perfume bottle.
Yes, I know. It does look like one. Oh, man, I just had a drip on my finger. That was actually pretty good. Really good. It's unofficial drip taste test so far. Man.
It's not that kind of show, Tony.
Yeah, no video yet. No video.
No yet. We'll have our OnlyFans pretty soon.
Oh, man. I heard you make some good money on that.
Hey.
Suddenly you find out what you're willing to do, right?
Yeah. Starts with the finger.
Oh, man. All right. So, okay, I got my ounce in my...
Your sniffer.
All right. Let's see. Oh, now I see why sniffers help. Oh, my goodness. I can smell way better out of the sniffer glass than the bottle, even.
You getting that cooked agave?
It's clear my sinuses, man. Yeah. Alcohol, for sure. Time to take a taste.
Yeah. Pa arriba.
Pa arriba. Pa abajo.
Abajo. Pa el centro.
Y pa dentro.
Pa dentro.
Man. Good. Smooth.
Yeah. Definitely smoother.
Smooth, but alcohol. I feel the alcohol. Like, I guess, are we going to call that pepper? I got it. Maybe it's not alcohol that it should be.
It's like a pepper spice
right?
to it. Yeah.
Spice.
It's like a pepper spice. This one's a little bit spicier. Like
yeah, it is.
Jalapeno.
It's spicy. That's what I got out of this. Again,
yes,
this is
spicy.
why, first thing I said is like, maybe I should stop calling that taste alcohol. It's not a taste. Pepper.
It's pepper.
Do what I'm doing. I'm about to drink, and then I inhale the vapor.
Yeah. Which, yeah, the one thing they recommend not to do. But
oh, yeah, you're right.
Let's do it.
I'm not inhaling the vapor and trying to drink it. It's strong.
Yeah, no, it is a pepper. Yeah, I mean, it's like a spiciness to it.
Ooh,
a little jalapeno. A little jalapeno pepper.
Yes. Wow, this is very drinkable.
Yeah.
It's very drinkable, and it's not... I mean, I'm not tasting the... Siete Leguas was drinkable, super drinkable.
Yeah.
But they had that vanilla-ish... again, the vanilla is not added to it. That's just like a sweetness flavor that we kind of call vanilla. But this doesn't have... It's sweet, but not as sweet.
You know what? As you sip more, I'm starting to get some like citrusy. And I think that's part of the journey, right? Is your first sip is different than your third and fourth. As you start developing all the flavors, you kind of get to taste them all at once on your maybe fourth sip.
You mentioned something I never heard before on this podcast. It's a way to describe the drinks. I forget what you called it, but you mentioned how the amount of time after you drink, you take a sip, and then it lingers, and then you take another sip. What is that called?
Like when it dissipates?
Yes, the strength. You came up with a cool word last episode. The fact that like siete leguas, you drink it and it's gone.
Yeah, it dissipates right away.
Yeah.
It lingers. I think.
We have to listen to our own show, man, because I heard it and I forgot what you called it, and it was perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, that's basically a thing we can use to judge these. Some of them you mentioned, like you have a sip, you savor it, eventually it goes away, and that's when you have your next sip.
Yeah, I'm starting to get, and again, I don't know about you, but like as I taste it, I'm starting to get other flavors of like mint. There's a little tiny smoke, but this is the first one I feel like is pepper, but it's not just like black pepper. It's like a jalapeno-y pepper.
Spice.
Yeah, spice of life.
It's like, how about this? Like horseradish. Like horseradish in your throat? Think about it. Yeah, the feeling is...
I think you just said to clear your sinuses, so...
Yeah, to help with that.
Parallel function.
I'm pretty amazed, actually, at how much I'm liking this. Because I was like... this was kind of it wasn't the next one on our list. I was like thinking it was kind of a filler tequila. We have to find another one. And I'm really liking this straight. Wow.
There's a few things that I think want the people to know about the Cascahuin is they use deep well water, right? They do the way they extract it is with the roller mill. So it's not like the grain mill, it's a roller. And all of that makes a difference, right?
For sure. It tastes, last episode you talked about, it tastes like clean dirt, right? The water has what I heard, additive wise, not that this has any, an additive that some tequilas add is not even a flavor additive. It makes the tequila feel thicker instead of thin. Like, like más espeso. Like, so that's an additive that sometimes they add for like mouth feel. Yeah. And I think that's what good water probably helps with.
Yes. So side note, as I got into wine, and I know you and Mia started drinking a lot of wine, I did not like that thickness in wine. I thought the better wines that I had were very thin and kind of... so I don't like that thickness, like the viscosity, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the questions I have for you too, Tony, is are you a cilantro fan?
Yes, for sure.
So am I, right? Obviously, I think it's rare that you find someone of a Mexican background or descent that doesn't like it. But you know how there's a lot of people who talk about it tastes like soap? I wonder if that's like, even with these tequilas where our taste buds...
Oh, no. So basically, there's some people who are just like genetically, they won't like it, no matter how good it is?
Yeah, and it's particular to the agave itself. Agave
could
plant.
be.
But
you never know. But the soap thing actually comes from, I think it's like a genetic thing, literally. So they can't help it. It just tastes like soap to them. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Imagine street tacos, aka tacos, street tacos, without cilantro.
There's no cilantro. Well, actually, maybe there is cilantro at Taco Bell. There probably is.
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
They can't get it that wrong.
Yeah. Taco, right? You got your protein, cilantro, your onion, salsa, and limon.
Yep.
¿Qué más quieres?
No, I'm good with that. Amazed so far. I almost want to have another one straight.
Why don't we move on to the ice, and the third one we have straight?
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Before my ice melts, I got these giant cubes.
And they're not going to fit in your sniffer, though.
Hey, Carlos, let's quit really quick. I'll send you a new one, but don't worry, we'll be on track to finish in like 20 more minutes. I got a minute and a half. We might have to upgrade to pro, man. I don't know, especially if we start bringing on guests.
All right.
Once we get to pro level,
right,
the audience can tell us when we sound like pros.
They'll get us there.
All right. I'll send you a new one.
We'll be back.
Let's get out and back in.
Deuces.
Peace.
Recording in progress.
Is your musician sound set to on?
I sound like a rock star.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So these breaks, I don't know. There's certain limits with the software we're using. They only let you record for a little bit and they kick you off. I'm like, that's not a big deal, right? Just end the call, start a new call. But when you end the first call, you got to wait like I don't know, almost 10 minutes because it's got to convert the files. So that's a headache.
Yeah.
I'm setting up a support page on the website. And if anyone kind of uses the donation link on there, we're going to put you in the credits page with us, basically. So you'll be on our credits page as a kind of a backer, making it possible for us to keep doing the show and make the show better. First thing we'll probably do is pay for a subscription to the software. Like, we got to upgrade to Pro so that they don't make us stop halfway through, which would be a benefit, right? I think.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a big contribution. So they definitely deserve the credit. Yeah,
and my wife would thank you because it would help us spend less time on the recording process because it extends the amount of time it takes to record. Let's put it that way. So look out for that support page on our website. We'll probably mention it later on, but that's anything you guys. If anybody signs up to donate like $3 a month, I don't know. It's on there. I think there's levels. I think 3 is the least anyone can donate because credit card fees kind of eat up. They just won't let you donate any less than $3.
Yeah, and if anybody knows the Medici families, can patronize us.
Yeah, I'm sure they might want to know about good tequilas. Have them check us out, and if they're feeling generous. Our mission, I don't know. Do you have a number of episodes in mind, Carlos? Where are you on this process?
I'm having fun. I think this is something that helps us, me personally, just kind of have a good Monday. And, you work on it, value driven. It's like we've mentioned, there's a community out there that I think we could bring together.
Yeah.
And that community is not just tequila drinkers. It's, old friends who still chill, who have likes and... But there's so much here just with the tequila and the tasting that I think we're onto something good. I think the feedback that I've gotten so far from the supporters who have listened has been good.
Good.
I'm having fun. I mean, I don't really have a set limit. I think...
Good.
Obviously, we started pretty strong with not only good tequila, we got merchandise, we got a website, we got a logo, we got...
Yeah, so man, you got to start right.
I think we
make it look good.
We're not going to give the audience anything half-assed. So I think I don't have a set time or a set number of shows, but I think we'll evolve as we see fit, and we'll continue to do this because at the end of the day, this was always about we're still chilling
for sure.
And I think I just some behind the scenes for the audience. There is some monetary investment on our part, but I think I don't mind it.
Yeah,
because it's like any hobby. You enjoy, you can invest some money in it.
As far as how to support, sometimes people don't realize the easiest thing doesn't even take any money. Just freaking hit the little share button on all these social media apps. That doesn't cost anything. That saves us money because all these companies, man, they just want you to pay to share your posts. Anybody
in the community that is liking what we have, just share it.
Surprisingly, believe it or not, your drinks recipes, guess what does the best on TikTok? Those things. Can you believe it? Like those do good on TikTok. That one video, it wasn't even a video. I just took your one photo and I had it moving around, zooming in and out. That has the most views.
There you go.
So TikTok is a strange beast, man. It's interesting.
For right now, we put something up and it's being shared, so we appreciate it.
So what I just did right now is I have my ice tray right here. I had to freaking pick it up and drink the water because this delay of recording, man. I'm telling you, we have to upgrade to Pro sooner than later because I'm...
Okay.
All right, I got that water out of my ice tray. Let's move on to the ice round. Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
You got to take it out of the rubber because that's what actually allows for it to melt faster. Like, take it out and put it in a cup.
Oh, I'll do that next time.
And then just sip. Yeah, and then just drink the water out of the cup.
Perfect.
But it'll be less, you'll realize.
Oh, I told you, this thing doesn't fit. So I got to get my other glass now. My generic glass. All right, let's do this, man. That straight round, geez, I don't know. I don't think you can get better than that. Nice.
Well, let's try. You're a big fan of the ice.
I think it's habit, man. Like I mentioned, how I'm used to a cold drink being refreshing, and I just forget that this stuff doesn't seem to need it. So let's go ahead and get my ounce. Let's go for this next round. Come on. I think what I've noticed every time I put tequila on ice, the smokiness comes out.
Yeah.
In the smell. How's yours?
Definitely the smokiness. For me,
Wow.
the mintiness.
That too. Yes.
Like the subtle citrusy mintiness comes out.
Yep. You know why I think that is? Cold.
Yeah.
There's something with cold and mint because like when you brush your teeth and it's minty toothpaste, your mouth feels cold.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go, man. This is good. Good smelling.
Yeah.
It smells really good and nice.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Oh man. Oh, I told you every time I have a new tequila, I think it's my favorite.
Yeah.
This one is they're all different, right? So
right.
This one reminds me of it's kind of like on the Siete Leguas smoothness now, but a little stronger as the peppery. The pepper's stronger than Siete Leguas. That's kind of what it is. Siete Leguas is smooth and vanilla. This is like smooth and peppery. What do you think about that?
It is. And it's the pepper is again a spicy pepper, like a jalapeno almost. A little,
man.
And then the coolness, minty.
Wow,
that's good. And I think once again, if we didn't make it clear, this is another additive-free tequila. So you're getting the real flavors. There's no added sugars, nothing.
And I don't know what the terms are going to be for this, but like, I mean, this thing is 1904. You get what I'm trying to say? It's 1904, right?
Yeah.
It's not a commercial thing that just kind of was made to make some cash. It's got history.
Yeah.
1904, I don't know. This has got to be, we got to keep an eye on that because what the heck is going to be older?
It's almost 120 years, right? But no, it definitely knows what it's doing.
It's super balanced. Let's put it that way. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
It's pretty balanced. Nothing's overpowering.
Right. No, it is. There's a lot of flavors there. I think this one is good because there is a little. I think we talked about earlier. There's a little viscosity to it, and it works with the liquor, not the wine. For me, the liquor, it's good. So it covers your mouth, that you could feel it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. And again, I think I brought that up because some tequilas, I read briefly about additives, right? Because we've been talking about flavor additives,
right?
But some of the additives are just for like the way it feels.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Mouthfeel. So far, super impressed.
Yeah, no, it was another solid pick. I think, man, I think the only reason we'd get the audience in trouble is because now they have too many to pick from, and they might want to buy them all.
I don't. I encourage it. Like I said, I'm kind of treating these as a collectible thing because, so the ones we've drank, I'm keeping one bottle and I'm putting water in it, and I'm kind of I want to make a shelf because that way I'll know, hey, I already had that one. Or it's also a memory. Like right now, I got the 3 that we've had, those first 3 episodes. That's cool. I'll add this to the list eventually. But yeah, again, the main thing about this episode, this was a spur of the moment drink, right? So
yeah,
all we can really tell you is the flavor, and luckily there's enough there.
I'm ready for the no ice again.
This is the first one where I was almost saying like I don't even need the ice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had the ice. Let's go on to the final taste, and we'll have to give our score after that.
Yeah.
Let's move this thing along, because I could go on about this one for a while, especially because we didn't give it time at the beginning, but we'll be back to it a couple episodes from now. Man, this is a good starter tequila.
Yeah.
I would have to say. I could recommend this one. And again, I'm kind of concerned about, like I mentioned, certain tequilas. If you recommend them to a first-timer, even though it's a good one, they might not be ready for it, and then you kind of turn them off. It's like, oh, I had this really good one you recommended, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe it's not for me. That's why I'm concerned about what's the first tequila you recommend to someone who's just starting to get on the road there.
Yeah, so maybe we can add this to the Siete Leguas list, if you will.
Like I said, I guess the history of it, 1904, it's super well balanced.
Yeah.
It probably appeals to a lot of people, so I can see why. I'm going to go ahead and do my final ounce. 3 ounces. That's only 2 shots, people. That's not bad. 2 shots. Eventually, I want to figure out, one thing. Well, I'm a big believer in that one quote that guy said on that podcast you recommended. That's why I try to cut myself off. I'm a big believer in don't say things until you've done them.
Right.
I'll start talking about something and like I'll remind myself, don't get into it yet. And that's also why I'm a big believer in like once you do something, do it right. Because it's like if you're gonna do anything, go ahead and do it right, or else why do it?
Right. No, going with no preconceived notions of what you think it's gonna be. Just get in there, experience it.
Did you pour your third one yet?
Yeah.
It's better straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good one.
Wow.
Cascahuin.
Man.
Cascahuin is a win.
It is Cascahuin. That's the way I'm trying to say it, Cascahuin, because there's no way it can be called. I want to see it pronounced in Spanish. Like, it can be Cascahuin.
Cascahuin?
That sounds like a W, right? Like, they probably say Cascahuin, like a H.
Cascahuin. Cascahuin.
Yeah. But man, this thing is, I'm on my last one. Straight. Can we find anything negative to say about this one?
No, I think it.
The only negative, if I have to be nitpicky, is the one word I can't remember that you brought up on the last episode. Ocho has it.
Yeah.
The thing where it stays.
It lingers.
What is that word? You know, we'll bring it up on the next episode. It was genius when I heard it. When I heard it, I was like, oh, that's a really smart comment. That's the only thing. If I had to, you know why it's a negative? Because I like the flavor so much. I want it to last longer.
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking this a little quicker than I want to. Kind of like the Siete Leguas problem.
Yeah, almost like you're almost taking quasi shots.
No, I'm taking little sips so it lasts. But
well, listen. Yeah, I mean, I say so many things that.
No, that was super good. I told my wife about it. Oh man, he brought this up, and I'm not gonna keep repeating it. Everybody listen to the last episode, and you guys, that's a golden nugget right there. What he brought up. Yeah, that's the thing about tequila, right? Like, actually, any liquor. If you're buying tequila and you're pouring yourself a glass, you don't want to go right through it. To me, that's a negative, right?
Right.
If I'm paying for something, I want to enjoy it. I want every little sip to last as long as possible.
That is true.
That's kind of what you were referring to.
Definitely.
I'll have to review it. But yeah, man. That's the only negative about this one. Which means that flavor doesn't linger as long as I wish.
It dissipates quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I know what your score is going to be, but...
How do you know what it's going to be? There's no way you know what it's going to be. What's yours going to be?
This is between 1 and 10.
1 and 10. Let's review my last couple scores off the top of my head. I gave Tequila Ocho an 8.5. I gave Siete Leguas an 8.1. I gave Gritona a 7. No, I gave it an 8 after the final roundup, and I gave Tesoro a 9. I'll go first since I'm already blabbing here.
There you go.
I give it a
drum roll
8.4. No, 8.3. 8.3. I got to give it room to grow. 8.3. Because I really enjoyed that, that Tequila Ocho 8.5. That thing you describe about the flavor lasting, that's a big thing in my book now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it 8.3. Hey, that's a good score for me, 8.3. Which means right now it's up in Siete Leguas. Oof. And again, Siete Leguas, if you're listening, I can be persuaded to kind of rearrange my scores. All it takes is another bottle of Siete Leguas, and I'll compare carefully. But for now, 8.3, Cascahuin for the win over Leguas for the moment. Because come on, Siete Leguas, you can't hate on Cascahuin. They've been around since 1904. Sorry.
Yeah. Respect your elders.
For sure. Carlos, what you got going on this?
I'm going to give this a solid 8, which is good.
Yeah.
And I think, to your point, it's one of those gateway tequilas. So it's good. But I think because it is a gateway that it's a gateway that I ready to cross, and I'm ready to be in the Ochos and the other that have that flavor that kind of resonates in your mouth, and So and we'll figure out what the word I use. I mean, sometimes I surprise myself.
Yeah, man.
It's a solid 8.
It's definitely up there. I'm definitely happy we had it today.
Yeah, pleasant surprise.
Unexpected for sure. I mean, everybody who happens to see this bottle, make sure it's a light green, kind of kiwi colored, almost not exactly nopal. More like kiwi.
Like a key lime pie.
Yeah, key lime pie label. Definitely pick up tequila Cascahuin. You will not be disappointed.
Not at all.
The price is good too, and
Yeah.
knowing me, I gotta pick up 2 bottles at a time. This stuff goes quick in my household.
Yeah.
I'll pass a sample off to my wife, see what she thinks. I think this is so mellow. She liked that Tahona. She's into smooth tequilas. That's what I've noticed. If it's gonna be a Blanco,
Yeah.
it has to be smooth. That's kind of what wins her over. Especially with the Blancos. I get it. She likes the age stuff. We'll get into that later. But I don't know. I'll report back.
All right. Well, I'm interested to hear that.
Yeah, Carlos, I'll let you know. But again, maybe it's a good thing that you got the wrong bottle.
Yeah, this was nice.
What's going to go on next week, man? We got to find either you find my bottle or I find your bottle, or do we have a... I don't even know if we can say. It's all up in the air, man.
Let's assume we're going to do G4. I have a few places that I have to search.
Okay.
Just like this one. I have a community out here that could help me out, but I think I can find the bottle. I think we'll be all right.
Well, you're in the Mecca, LA. Yeah. You got to be... Dude, you got tequila at Costco. Come on. I'm way out here in the... Maybe Atlanta. They have a Total Wine there, so I'm gonna have to stop by there and stock up. So,
all right,
people. Well, thank you for joining us. It was a surprise tequila, but good results. Cascahuin. Super happy. I'm glad I had it, and I hope you all are enjoying the show so far and look forward to more like we do.
Yeah.
Carlos, anything else?
No. Well, just check us out on the social medias. Right. Send us any thoughts, anything is welcome.
Recommendations too, because we got a short list right now, but want to see if there's something you like that we should check out. But stay in touch, and that's gonna be it for now. See you all next week.
Until next week.
Peace out.
All right. Deuces.
Later. All right, Carlos, 11:26. Not too shabby.
Not at all.
All right, man. Thanks for hanging in there. Sorry to Christina. Ay.
It's all good.
We'll chat later.
All right, for sure.
If you like what you just heard, share links to our show with your friends to help us get the word out. Go to stillchillin.com to see how you can make more episodes possible. Thank you for listening.